All right, everyone. Welcome to Digital Conversations. I am your host, Billy Bateman, and today I am joined by the great Mark Bryson. Mark runs our consulting team for us at ChatFunnels, and happy to have him on the team. Mark, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, this is going to be really good. We're going to talk a lot about live chat and some best practices for getting people to the right teams in live chat, something your team works a lot with. But before we hop into that, just tell us a little bit about yourself and about what you do at ChatFunnels.
Sure. So I've been at ChatFunnels for just about a year now, and I run the consulting team where we help our clients and new users use chat the most effectively as they can to achieve their goals. So we help them implement best practices and coach them, sometimes actually building bots for them, collaborating with them to make sure that that they're syncing with their other marketing and sales efforts.
Yeah. You guys work with a wide range of clients, everything from government agencies down to small startups. And what are some of the problems that you're helping for different clients solve?
The biggest problem, pain point people have is they want to engage more visitors on their website. And so part of that engagement, of course, is unfortunately engaging people that maybe you don't want down at the sales channel. And
Yeah.
so any customer or any sales agent can tell you how frustrating it is when they are trying to engage new customers and they end up, in fact, engaging existing customers who are in need of support.
Yeah, salespeople definitely never happy when you get the support chat coming into you. And I feel for them, you don't necessarily want those. So one of the things you guys do an excellent job at is, while there's no magic wand to solve this problem and there's no foolproof plan, you guys do a good job of working with different customers to figure out, hey, how should we engage people to get them to the right team? So I'll let you take it on just what do you see as your high level best practices anyone who's using chat can use to, and they've got support and new customers, can use to get people to the right team?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as much as we don't like handling support, we also want to take care of those people because those are our paying customers, right? So my first, word of advice is to look at your website and do you have a pathway and a channel for people to get support? Do you have help docs? Do you have a way for people to get in contact to solve their problems? Moving on from that, oftentimes when somebody needs help, the first place they come to is the homepage, and typically the homepage is designated to. It's set up in a way to capture new sales and to explain, the product to potential new customers. And so we try to put a CTA or call to action of the bots that we put on homepages that are sales oriented. So hopefully that's sending a message that maybe that's not the right thing to click on if I need support. A CTA might be, hey, we have this new product, or hey, we help, our product helps 77% of government agencies solve, X problem or whatever. So trying to attract new sales, not to attract support chats.
Yeah. So, I mean, people still come in and they're like, hey, I've got a problem and I want an answer as a current customer. When there isn't that clear CTA, and they do, often that homepage bot I've noticed it's very focused on sales most of the time is a great way to do it. And then also just kind of a general, get you to the right place type of bot. What do you recommend? And what are you seeing as good ways to make sure that you're engaging the right people with the bot or live chat?
So some people are going to click on that CTA no matter what it says, right? We can basically say click here for sales, and there's a support person is still going to click on it because they might think that's the fastest way to solve their problem.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we'll do is if they click on that, we like to have different button options for them to click on that get them down the right channel. So the first button might be, connect with a sales team, and the second button might be help, I need support. And that's going to resonate with somebody who needs support, and naturally they're going to click on that button, and then we're going to route them to the support team. And other options are playing around with your audience parameters and conditional branching. For example, let's say that you have most of your customers are based out of California and Oregon, and you could have certain bots fire for IP addresses coming from those states that has a special message or special options that are a little more catered towards support, making that support channel a little easier to get to, since that you have a lot of customers in that area that need support. And another idea entirely is using a great feature we have here at ChatFunnels with segments and some account-based engagement tools that we have, and that is the bot will know what IP addresses are coming from your existing customers, and you can have special bots fire for people to help them either get to an account representative because they're interested in buying a new product or a different service, or getting them to that support. And having a bot or a play built specifically for those returning customers can be a very effective way in deflecting support chats from the general sales channel.
Yeah, no, that's something that we've seen some good success with, is just, hey, like, if we know it's one of your current customers, like, don't even give them the sales team as an option. Like, take them out, and then let your sales team just focus on net new business. And even, going as far as, for some businesses, you're very account focused. We're seeing more of a shift towards account-based marketing and sales in the B2B world. And don't even have the bot fire for just unknown visitors. Only fire bots that give an option to connect directly with somebody to known accounts that you're like, yes, we want to do business with you. Let's make it as easy as possible to get a hold of you, or to get a hold of us and have a conversation. So as you're building bots, like, let's go a click down. Let's say, I get into it. I'm trying to figure out, okay, where do I go? What can I do? You've got that support option. One of the things I know you guys do a lot with is working with FAQ type bots. How do you suggest like organizing that? What should be the flow for somebody that's trying to minimize cost but still like serve their customers very well?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. So we get somebody, like you say, we got them down the right channel now. We got them into clicking the support button, but we don't necessarily want to get them right into live chat and overwhelm those small teams. And the FAQ function is so good at answering common questions, common pain points. And the way to use that the most effectively is to pay attention to what kind of support requests and chats that you've gotten in the past, and figure out, what are the trends, what are the general topics that people need help with, and then using the FAQ tool, which prompts people to, ask a question, gives the bot the first crack at answering it before it gets passed on to live chat. And we found that the FAQ tool is really effective when it's been set up to answer those common predictable topics. And oftentimes, in some of our clients, we've seen up to a 50% success rate of the FAQ bot resolving common needs before having to pass people on to live help.
Yeah, 50% deflection rate's pretty good on just getting people answers, and they're good to go. So when you're using that FAQ bot in conjunction with some live chat, when do you think is the best time to alert people and say, okay, like, you may need to help this person?
A lot of it depends on volume. The best practice is to ask the agents if they're slow to just watch the bots, the conversations that people are having with the bots. But otherwise, if it's a pretty busy department, we recommend letting the bot do its job and not routing somebody in until the visitor has actually clicked for live help. And so it just kind of depends on the circumstances there.
All right, man. So let me ask you, when we're working with sales teams, and I'll even jump in a little bit because I've done quite a bit of this, like they're going to get support chats. So like no matter how well we set this up, like it just happens. For some reason, people that want support find their way to sales, but people that want sales rarely find their way into the support chat channel. I don't know why it works that way, but it seems to just be part of one of the rules of the universe at this point. So when you're working with your sales team, you're telling them, okay, we're going to do some live chat, should open up, but more opportunities for you. How do you, set expectations with them, knowing there's going to be some conversations that just are not productive for them?
So setting those expectations is all about communication. We need to have a way for those sales teams to connect those people, those support seekers, to the support team. We have a great method for that at ChatFunnels on our product. You simply add somebody to the conversation that's a designated support agent and pass it along. And people in sales, you got to know that, hey, sometimes you've got to work through some of these support chats to find the right sales opportunities, and it's worth it. It's worth it to stick with it, and because we've seen so many big deals and good deals come through chat, that it's worth putting in the time and staying alert and responding to every chat as it comes in, just to see what it is.
Yeah, I believe so. We did a study with one of our customers, Pantheon, and they found that leads that came through chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong, were 4 times more likely to turn into a sales opportunity than other leads. So like you're going to have a little bit of, like not every chat is going to be a sale, but they're very likely, more of those are likely to be a sale than just a lead that shows up in your cadence. And it's like, call, email this person. If they come through chat, like they're pretty interested.
That's right. I mean, if people are chatting with you, they're already showing intent. We had another client last week who, landed or had the opportunity to land a big deal. Somebody from a very recognizable company had to spend $75,000 in the next 2 hours on a solution, and they weren't about to fill out a form. They weren't about to send an email. They got right into live chat, and fortunately, that chat agent responded within 30 seconds and was able to create an opportunity there. And you've got to get in them, even if 2 out of 3 end up being support chats. It's worth it to respond to every chat as quickly as possible.
I agree, man. So let's wrap it up. And correct me on anything I'm hearing from you. Let's have a very clear CTA and give people that option to find support, even when we have especially on someplace like a homepage where you're getting everyone. Make sure you have that option to get them into support, rather than I've got one path that just takes me to sales. And then use as much as the intelligence you can around whatever product you're using, whether it's ours or another one, and just trying to be intelligent, knowing where your customers are coming from, who your customers are, and cater an experience to your customers that's different from your prospects and people you're not doing business with yet. And really filter those out, and do your best around the automation, and then be responsive to chats as they come in. Did I miss anything that you want to add, Mark?
I think you hit it on the head there. There's just a lot of great tools we have now to craft that customer experience, so people seeking customer support can find it easily, and salespeople can enjoy a higher deflection rate through good bot process and best practice in setting these things up.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks, Mark, for taking a few minutes, and we'll chat later.
All right. Thanks, Billy.